That is so good. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing y'all my top 3 favorite iced coffees to make at home. I actually work at a coffee shop, like I'm a barista at a coffee shop, and so I've learned a lot over the past year about a good iced coffee or iced latte. I'm going to be using a espresso machine. It's not like the nicest espresso machine, it's literally like the cheapest one on Amazon. And I'm also going to be showing you guys made pumpkin spice coffee syrup. I've never made it before, so hopefully it turns out good. But I will give you guys the measurements and directions on how to make that. Also, I am going to use an espresso machine to make espresso, but if you don't have that, you can always use instant espresso, or you can use a mocha pot. A mocha pot is another it's a very cheap way to make espresso, and it's very easy as well. And you can also use a French press. That is another cheap way, and that doesn't necessarily make espresso, but it does make a very strong coffee. So grinds to make it stronger. And I know this YouTube video is a little different than what I have been doing, but I just love to make coffee, and I love coffee, and so I thought, why not share my favorite coffee drinks. This will help you save money because I looked it up. The average person that goes and buys a coffee from Starbucks or Dunkin' or from a local coffee shop spend up to $1,200 a year on an iced coffee. So definitely watch this video if you want to make your own iced coffee at home. On to the first drink. The first drink we're going to be making is a brown sugar cinnamon shaken espresso. You will need brown sugar, some of this vanilla bean paste. Obviously, you don't need to use this. You can use like something sweet, and then cinnamon. I only use a little bit of cinnamon on the top. Also, a little tip, if you're going to make coffee at home and you want to make it taste better, I would definitely recommend buying beans and just grinding them up yourself. Fresh coffee grinds are so good. And you're going to need 2 shots of espresso, so you can go ahead and pour those. And into a little glass cup, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And then about a teaspoon of that vanilla bourbon paste. This stuff is so like slimy and weird, it's kind of hard to get out. And you're going to microwave that for about 30 seconds. Then to the jar, we're going to add our syrup, espresso, and ice. And basically, the reason why it's brown sugar shaken espresso is because you're going to put it in something that you can shake it all up and mix it together. And it kind of creates this foamy espresso. I'm not really sure what the hype is, but it is pretty good. You're going to add ice, and now shake it up. I normally shake it up for about 30 seconds and make sure everything is just combined, and also make sure it's cold. And when it's done, it should look like this. It should be foamy. And then you're going to add a couple more ice cubes and fill the rest up with some milk. I also love to add a little sprinkle of cinnamon to the top. I just got finished with my first coffee, so I'm going to give this a little taste test. So good, as always. This is definitely my favorite and easiest one to make. And if you don't have any kind of like coffee syrups, it's very easy. Brown sugar, vanilla. You can even sprinkle some salt and do some cinnamon on the top. Coffee number 2 is going to be cinnamon dulce with vanilla cold foam. This is definitely one of my favorites, and it is my first time making vanilla cold foam with the vanilla bean paste from Trader Joe's. You can just use like a vanilla syrup or vanilla sauce. Then some cinnamon. And then you're going to need some Ghirardelli caramel. Obviously, you can use any brand of caramel. This one is just my favorite. But for today, I'm actually going to use this dulce de leche. I found this at Walmart. And basically, I think the difference between that and caramel is that one is just a little more richer and creamier. And for the cold foam, you can use heavy whipping cream or half and half. I'm going to use heavy whipping cream and a little mixer. And I'm also going to use one of these plastic cups. You do not need to use this. You can use a jar, you can use a glass cup, whatever you want to use. I'm just using that for the aesthetic, I guess. And you're going to want to add your caramel into the cup, and honestly, just kind of eyeball it however sweet you want to make it. then a little dash of cinnamon into your caramel. I'm going to line the cup with caramel, and again, in whatever cup you're using, you can do this. Now for the vanilla cold foam, you're going to want to get whatever you're using for that, and again, I'm using the Trader Joe's vanilla bourbon, whatever it is, and you're going to want to add it into what you're mixing your cold foam in. Then I always like to use half and half. It just kind of gives it more of a rich and creamier taste to it, and then you're going to froth that up until it gets thick. So I just got done making the dulce de leche, the cinnamon dulce with the vanilla cold foam. It was actually my first time using that vanilla bean paste as a cold foam. I've only ever added it in to like make a syrup for a coffee. So, yes. Oh, good. Wow. And using heavy whipping cream just gives it such a nice creamy taste. Probably my favorite. For the pumpkin spice iced latte, just pour 2 shots of espresso, get the pumpkin spice syrup. I normally just do enough to fill the bottom. I don't care for a lot of sweetness, so I don't do a lot. And then add your espresso mix, ice, and then fill the rest up with milk. So I just finished the pumpkin spice, and I've actually never tried the syrup that I made homemade, so I hope that it's good. Is it good? It's really good. Oh man, I'm so excited for fall. This would be so good in a hot drink. Pretty good.
I hate the coffee.
And my sister doesn't like coffee, but she thought it's good. Okay, so that's actually the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you recreate the coffees that I made, and see y'all next video. Bye!